Hello, you fucks. Welcome to John Solo's Ramblin Gramlin Beard Brigade Extravaganza show thingy that we do this week. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, Lissa Gramlin. What's that? Faster than a speeding bullet. That is, I think, accurate. That's correct. Is that a pretty good? Well, I mean, it's because you use the bullets to describe like how many bullets is it, and it is
No, don't go
it
any
has
further.
nothing to do with anything else other than that.
Right.
So yeah,
Sure. We'll go with
it's
that.
it's my understanding that there was a bunch of releases again. I was going through getting the graphics for this, and like, is it always? Have you paid attention now for your? Is it always like this, or is this just the holidays where we're getting like 20 or 25 releases a week?
It's usually like that.
It's amazing to me. And you figure, uh, Anna and I were talking about this the other day. You figure maybe 1 in 10 books, if you're lucky, probably more like 1 in 20 books is actually made into audio. So on any given week, releasing into the KU, and I don't really, is that Kindle Unlimited? Is that what that stands for? Into the
Yes.
KU, you're getting a week, perhaps 100 books releasing. I mean, is that right? Is that a new books releasing into the KU? Are you getting like 100 books a week to release into that thing?
Not necessarily new books. Some are older. Some can be older. But here
Yeah.
lately it's been nothing but new books.
And that's, I mean, I'm not very good at math, but I mean, actually, I think it's probably closer to a couple hundred a week, which is just, that's ridiculous. That's a lot of books coming out. There is so much variety. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't want to get too far into
Yeah.
it, but that stat has shocked me since we started doing this show. I did not realize how many books were actually coming out in this genre. That's amazing to me. When I first started out, like, there was maybe 3 audiobook releases a week, maybe 4, like on a big week. Like, it was a big deal. That was, yeah, I'm old. That was back in 2012, but still, this is a lot of books.
You're not old. You're only a couple years older than I am.
Right, old. That's how old I am. I'm
No,
old.
I'm not old. Even though I feel it sometimes, I'm not old.
Well, I mean, you're not getting any slower at your age. You're faster than a speeding bullet. So, anyways, so the let's get into it here. The first release we got came out this week. What is this one?
Actually, we got 3 that came out last week, but yeah.
And all thanks to Courtney Bassett too for all the help as well. I know that we're not
Yes.
actually speaking to Courtney, at least I'm not, but Courtney Bassett over in the Audiobooks group obviously posts up a lot of these, and we're grabbing these postings and adding them onto our listing. So thank you, Courtney. Love you to death. Good to miss you. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, really. I talked to her yesterday. All right. First, we got Fix Me, Tattoos and Temptations, Book 2 by Mia Monroe, narrated by Cale Williams.
Nice. Then we've got.
Oh, yeah, we got that one. I Will Make You Mine, Season 1, Book Episode 2, The Odin Chronicles, Book 2 by Nicholas Bella, narrated by Matt Williams. And I just finished listening to that one.
Yeah, well, that's gonna go on the Ramblin' Gremlins how many
Yeah.
bullet lists thing here in a bit. Cool. Um, we got after that,
After that, we've got Dearest Milton James by Ann R. Walker, narrated by Glenn Lloyd.
and I forgot to tell everybody too. We've got it worked out this week. Finally, it's only taken us a couple few weeks to figure this out, but little Alyssa Gramling figured out how to shorten the links for all the audibles. So in the description below here, you'll see all the links to all these books, and they're shortened so we can actually fit them all in because YouTube puts some sort of 5,000 character limit on what I can put in the description. But anyways, here we go. Next.
Into the Shadows, Bay City Coven, Book 2 by Jada Marks, narrated by Rick Stedman.
I haven't heard of Rick Stedman
Steedman?
before. I
Stedman?
don't know. Stedman? I don't know. I
I
should probably
haven't
listen to
either.
the sample of that at some point and check it out. That also came out of
I've
this.
actually started listening to the samples of everything that's come out,
Did you?
and
Well,
my wish list is growing pretty much.
so what's your qualification when you listen to a sample? What are you listening for? You just listen for a hot growly voice? I know you like the low growly voices.
No, I don't listen just for those. They have got to at least not sound like a robot
That helps. Yeah.
and not particularly Speedy Gonzalez either.
So you don't like
Like
your
they're
men to
just
be.
like they're just like reading it off a page. They need to act it out at least.
So
Somewhat.
yeah, so not a robot. No, we want some acting, and you don't want your men to be too fast. I got it there. All right. Sorry, I had to make some sort of sexual. It's my all I look. My only job here is to produce a show and make sexual innuendos. That's all I do. Okay, I make fun of you. I make sexual innuendos, and I push this button. That's my job. It's easy. It's Anyways, next we have
Sawyer, Rydeville. I think it's Rydeville. Elite Book 6 by Siobhan Davis. My parents were going to name me Siobhan. Narrated by Alexander Neal, Sarah Puckett, and Zane Daniels.
I know all of those people. It looks like Sio Bahan to me. Sio
No, it's
Bahan.
Siobhan. It's Siobhan. Because that's how my parents were going to spell it, but they didn't like the spelling and they wanted something simple, so they went with Melissa. Actually, my dad chose that one. But,
that's such a big jump. Siobhan spelled weird, like apparently it's an Irish thing to Melissa. That's like does it seem like those are incongruent? I mean,
I don't know, but I mean, I like the name Siobhan. I don't know if I look like a Siobhan, but I get irritable when people misspell my name, and
I mean, at least
apparently people misspell Melissa all the time.
It's
I'm like, how?
Well, it's not like a stripper name. At least it's not like you're Porsche or Mercedes. No offense to Porsches or Mercedeses out there, but basically, if you're named after a fancy, expensive luxury car that you can't afford, that's a stripper name. Sorry. Next.
Next, we have Life Lessons by Kaji Harper, narrated by J.F. Harding.
I could be wrong. I'm not very good with words, but I think that's KJ Harper. Is that right, or is it Kaji? I think
KJ. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not good. I'm not good with words.
Words are fucking hard. Actually,
they are.
Yeah, I think I've met that author too, but I'm not very good with these things. Next.
A very genre Christmas by Kim Fielding, narrated by Greg Tremblay. There, you happy? You got a Tremblay.
Right, it's pronounced Boudreaux.
Oh, don't start.
Sorry about that. I can't help it. Love little Kim Fielding. Haven't seen her in a while either. And of course, Greg we just saw recently. So congratulations on that one, and a cool looking cover too. Next.
Yeah, we've got Vengeance, Lords of Chaos, MC, Road to Carnage Series Book 2 by Nicholas Bella. Oh, he's very popular. Narrated by Keith Foltz. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% sure.
Foltz, yeah. What's the MC stand for? Because in my world, that stands for main character. What's the motorcycle club? Is that what that is? It's
yes.
They look like a very badass motorcycle club. Next, and speaking of badass, we got. I did that just for the look on your face, by the way. Speaking of badass, then I flip up this cover right here.
The Life Revamp, the Love Study. Words Are Hard, Book 3 by Chris Ripper, narrated by James Cavanaugh.
James is kind of a big deal. I've never listened to a book that James has narrated, but I've heard of James Cavanaugh a lot. Supposedly he's really, really good. I have
not heard of him.
He's really, really good. He's not typically narrating in the genre, but really, really good. Next.
Next, we have The World, a Love and O'Leary novella by May Archer, narrated by Michael Dean. And no, that is not Michael Dean on the cover.
I didn't.
Oh, you don't have the right one.
Yeah, I had the wrong one there. So
shame on you.
I was like, "What the hell is she?" Let me see if I can get the. Yep. Okay. So that's the one. That's the one you were doing. I had them out of order. I'm sorry. So that's is it The World? Is that the one that we just did? All right. Cool. Excellent.
Yeah. And no, that is not Michael Dean.
Yeah. No, it's obviously. I mean, it could be though. There's not a lot of facial hair, so that could certainly be him. Next, and let's make sure we got the right one. This is another May Archer.
Yeah,
book,
we do.
Right. All right. Excellent.
Yes. The Castle, Love and O'Leary by May Archer, also by Michael Dean, and those two came out like the same day. I was like surprised.
Now I'm gonna have to do. Did we skip the BL Maxwell Ghost Shadows? Is that what happened? I think that maybe I did. We got that one. Did you do that one yet? Because I have it before the other two. I'm sorry, there's a little technical difficulties here. Ghost Shadow from B.L. Maxwell. Um,
I don't have that one.
I will do it. Ghost Shadows. It's a Valley Ghost series, book 6 by B.L. Maxwell. I know Mr. Maxwell, and I wanted to put this one out. Alan Jeffries, and it was released on the 2nd as well. And then we are going to skip ahead to that one.
Yes, Drama Castle. Nikki and Noah Mysteries, Book 7 by Joe Constantino, narrated by Griswold Adams, also known as James.
Yeah, such a great narrator name.
Our friend James in Discord.
Yeah, it's a great narrator name. Next.
We have Sink, Enchanted University Book 1 by Zyle Elvin, narrated by Zachary Zaba.
There's a whole lot of Z's going on there. Yeah, there's a whole lot of Z's going on there by far. Have you read that one? What's that one about?
I have not.
The book, the cover looks cool. Not that I ever judge a book by its cover, but I kind of do. So yeah, I can't help it. Next,
we have Santa Claus by J.O. Mantle, narrated by Glenn Lloyd.
That's fantastic, by the way. That's it's
yes, it's a very good cover.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I know it is not Michael Dean.
That could be Michael Dean, is what I was getting at. I mean, there's really no hair on the chest at all. That could be Michael Dean as Santa Claus. Anyways, next.
Next we have Ghost of Lies, which I am listening to currently. Medium Trouble Book 1 by Alice Winters and Greg Boudreau.
Tremblay, yeah. Tremblay.
I knew you were going to do that.
Yeah, I got it.
I knew you were going to do that.
Next, we have the audio book of the week that we're featuring this week, and we have a little message from the narrator here.
Hey there, Ramblin Gramlin fans. This is Zane Daniels, narrator of Here's the Deal. As Daniel is driving his new sports car from Cincinnati to Nashville, he notices a hitchhiker thumbing on the side of the highway. In the blink of an eye, a simple game plan forms in the young scholar's mind. Pulling over, the student offers the sexy older man a ride, with conditions. Mike accepts the conditional offer from the very handsome and arrogant rich boy. The deal was a simple one, at first.
What's the hang on here. We got to pull this back up for a second. Okay. So I'm bringing this up just to, why is he showing you his armpit?
I don't know.
Why?
I did not make that cover, so
I don't know why he. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. He's fucking hot, I guess. As far as hot men, I'm no judge of these, but he's like, hey, and he's showing you. I don't. This hey, like, would you do that if like you were introducing your like, hey, I'm gonna be the hot, sexy person in the. Hey, it just seems a little weird to me, that's all. Now no. I've narrated books where they lick each other's armpits. Are you into that kind of?
No.
I don't know.
Not my thing.
When you get to it as a narrator, you have to act like this is sexy. Even though I don't particularly, well, I got to be honest with you. A lot of the things we do in the books, I wouldn't do in like at home. It's like, don't try this at home. But the sexy licking of the armpit thing, that's kind of what that's book's implying. It's like, hey, and then you got to lick the armpit. So I'm not sure about all that.
Yeah, no.
Maybe people are into it. I don't.
Some people are, but not me.
So that would be like,
I'm not gonna judge on their kinks. So
yeah,
no.
Whatever people are in.
But
I mean, if you want to, hey, if you're into that, cool, man. More power to you. So next we have this.
We have Fairy Daddy, an Omega Verse MMM romance by Amy Bellows, narrated by Lance West. I did listen to that sample, and it did sound interesting.
That is, Lance West is a porn star name. That's like, Lance. What should be my name if I'm Lance West? Lance West. I've never heard Lance. I'm sure he's a cool guy and everything, but that is such a porn star name if I ever heard one. Anyways.
You're going to do that a lot now, aren't you?
I am. I'm going to do it.
All right, now we have The Beast Beside Me, The Wolves of Wharton, Book 1, by Bo Lake narrated by Chase Johnson.
Excellent. That one also came out on the 6th. And finally, for the new releases for the week, we have
Blood, Scales and Spells, Book 4, by A.J. Sherwood and Jocelyn Drake, narrated by Joel Leslie.
I don't mean to imply, by the way, that was actually a good-looking cover. It was a pretty good-looking cover. I mean, they did a good job on it. And I'm sure, for one, I know the authors. I'm sure it was a good job. And two, I know the narrator, and I know he did a great job. But it just seems a little weird. That's all I'm saying. I mean, that's all I'm saying. So now what everybody's been waiting for here, Alyssa Gramlin, tell us, what were you listening to this week?
Okay, so this week I was listening to Come and Get Me, Season 1, Episode 1, The Odin Chronicles, Book 1, by Nicholas Bella and Matt Williams.
So we need to get some sort of graphic here to happen. We haven't got it yet, but a graphic that brings up like your little bullet rating. But I don't have it now, so for now, tell us what this book was like, and then give us. We're anticipating the bullet rating.
No, we're gonna do the bullet rating first.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, this was a bullet breaker book.
Holy shit, Mecca.
Jesus, Harry Christ, it's alive.
It's a bullet breaker book. That's the best one I got right now. Sorry.
Well, well, really, you can't say it's a bullet breaker because they're rechargeable, and I guess you'd have to break them if you charge them too much after using them too much.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's my defense. She does that, and that's like if somebody comes at you like this, you go like that. So that's what anyways, sorry.
Well, this book was right up my alley.
Okay, so
the gutter, John.
Now we need to define. That means there was a lot of sex, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Was there a lot of sex in this book right
here?
Yes,
there was. Yes, right. There was.
And you're into. It seems to me that quite a few people are into the sexy times in these books. And what was particularly good about this for you?
Well, it has vampires, werewolves, and dragons. Oh my! Some of them are hybrids. It's a continuation of the New Haven series. Not an Omegaverse, but with several tropes like Dom Sub, Daddy Boy, BDSM, and Kink.
Wait, what was that last one? Media Sim? BDSM. Okay. What does that stand? I'm not very good with acronyms. What is that? You don't know, do you? Is it bondage? We got bondage, right? Dom.
Bondage. Dom, sub. Masochist. No,
I was gonna go with like a, I don't know, like a, what's a good M word?
Bondage, domination, sadomasochism.
Sadomasochism.
Thank you, Tracy.
All right, very good. I'm learning.
It's also got violence, suspense, and a lot of action and a lot of sex. It is not a romance at all.
Wait, there's no HEA? Is that what happily ever after? I know what that one means. There's no HEA? Not really. It ends pretty much on a cliffhanger. It goes into book 2. Okay. Is book 2 out yet?
Yes. Book 2 just came out.
So let me guess. So did you get it immediately? I mean, after you recharge, then you went and got the next. Is that what?
Yes, I did listen to the second book.
Excellent.
And I finished that one a couple days ago.
Okay, but that's going into our next one. I'm sure you can give listeners here it was pretty good as well, right? It was pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't speak. Yeah, tongue-tied. But both Nicholas Bella and Matt Williams were new to me. I have a Nicholas Bella book in my Kindle. I just haven't gotten started on it yet. And pretty much it's not safe for work. And according to Nicholas Bella, it's barely safe for home, which I agree.
It's that. So how do they work? I mean, do you have to unplug them when you use them, or I mean, can you just keep them plugged in the whole? Sorry.
No,
anyways,
you unplug them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to get you shocked or anything like that. So this is obviously a highly recommended book. It's a big deal. I've heard of this book in the industry before as well, and I've heard of this series already. And if it's come to me and it hasn't been out that long, it's probably a pretty big deal. So I run out and jump out, grab it audio or whatever.
Matt does great job with this book. He makes pretty noises as well.
Now, when you say pretty noises, I mean he and during the sexy times, you mean he grunts and he growls and he
just like we all say that you and Nick and
don't blame this shit on me. Don't blame this shit on me. I didn't do.
Y'all all make pretty noises.
Right. Okay. See, what happens is I don't actually make up the noises of the words. The writers write them and then I say them, and I'm pretty sure it's probably what Matt did as well. I'm sure he wasn't just ad-libbing.
You add your own little spin to the words and your own little sounds and growls and all that. Yeah.
I'm just defining though. So this was definitely a bullet breaker. That means it's beyond the 5 bullet rating that we've established here on the show. So this is a must-have. You should go out and get this book. All right, cool. Well, so thank you everyone for watching. Alyssa Gramlin, of course, thank you for doing it. This is, of course, your show, the Ramblin Gramlin Show. I'm just a patsy here that makes fun of you and makes jokes and shit. But thanks for doing all the work. I appreciate it. Again, thanks to Courtney Bassett for helping out as well. I know that she's kind of helping you gather these materials.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome. So y'all enjoy, have fun. We will see you next week for yet another edition of Alyssa Gramlin, Faster Than a Speeding Bullet Gramlin. Ramblin Gramlin Show. I'm good at this shit.